Hello viewers, welcome back to Riga and part 2 of our Riga series. We are now walking through Kronvalda parks close to the University of Latvia. We will take a little boat ride through the canal and harbor area today. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, enjoy the rest of the video, and please leave a comment if you have done something similar in Riga. Thank you. I booked this boat trip through the Get Your Guide app, but as you can see, you can book it directly through boat cruises as well. We are now cruising down the canal towards the harbor area, where we go out into the river for a bit before we return back into the canal and then look at the rest of the canal in town. We are now cruising through the Yacht Harbor of Riga. We are now looking at the former ferry terminal. Before COVID, they used to have regular ferries between Riga and Sweden. It felt quite cold out here on the river Duna, but we always been told during this early October weekend that this is the warmest it has ever been during October for a long time. This is the cruise ship terminal of Riga. We have now turned around, leaving the river Duna and turning back towards the canal of Riga.
Stop and then continue the canal. Okay.
We are now on our way into the canal towards the inner city center of Riga.
If during the trip you'll have any kind of questions, buildings, places, Riga, Latvia, you can ask me everything.
You will hear sometimes the captain of our boat talking, but in a lot of parts of Riga there was a lot of copyrighted music playing as there was a large marathon ongoing.
Historically, Art Academy, built at the end of the 19th century, it was chemistry faculty of a Latvian university. Because it was chemistry faculty, building itself has the form of the capital letter H, refers to hydrogen. It's similar looking from the other side.
The houses you can see on the right are built before the First World War and are the typical kind of townhouses you see all over Riga.
But hill on the right side, so-called Bastion Hill. Bastion Hill actually never had any defense, was made it only for the park, but consists from the parts of the broken wall. Historically, old town of Riga had a big defensive walls. They were demolished. After demolishing, some parts were collected here, and later on was formed this hill only and only for the park. A small white house was the house for swans. Big white birds, swans, they lived here in this house. Swans left the city center, it became more expensive to live here in Riga. Actually, they left because the boating, 15 years ago, boating on the canal was allowed. And our boats disturbed the swans that much, so they left the canal. beside Latvian National Opera. You can see that the building is quite massive just for the theater. Originally it was German theater during the Russian Empire time, but you see there is a chimney on the left part of the building. The chimney is here because this part of the theater was the theater's own electro station. They burned coal inside over here and produced electricity. But after the theater got on fire from that coal, they decided not to do that anymore. Chimney was not demolished. The bridge we're going to pass now again is built in the same style as the Latvian University. Same bricks, same colors, same ornaments. Because this bridge was built on the university's money in the end of the 19th century for the students who were always late for their studies. Going long way from the old town where the most people lived, students were crossing different bridges. Were always several minutes late. To shorten their way, university built this bridge especially for the students. But you know, students, they still are late for their studies, of course.
Here we have the Monument of Freedom. You probably wondered why most trees have these metal constructions around their base. There are beavers living in this canal, and if they wouldn't have those metal constructions there, they would just chew off all the trees and build dams in this canal. We are now coming to the end of our second part of our Riga adventure. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you've been to Riga before and tell us about your experiences. Part 3 of our Riga adventure will be out next Sunday.